guys, it's Carla again, and today I want to talk about fast food problems part 3, the drive-thru part, and a little part of something else. So let's get started. For the first thing about drive-thru problems, it's when someone orders a really big meal, like family meal. That's gonna take a while. Drive-thru time is 3 minutes and 30 seconds from the time you go in to the time you get out. So if you're gonna give me a family meal, it's gonna take longer. It's gonna be a problem, and you're not gonna get your food fast. It's easier if you go to lobby because it's just gonna take really long if you get it in the drive-thru. A second thing is when you go through drive-thru and you don't know what you want. And like I said, it starts once you drive in. So whether you want to order already or you want to look at the menu for 20 minutes, it starts. So if you take 5 minutes to pick what you want, that's already 5 minutes wasted. It's gonna take a while. Another thing is when you take like your whole family or just like a bunch of friends and you guys are all speaking at once. I can only hear one at a time, and when a lot of you guys are talking, it's kind of difficult for me to understand what you guys want. So kind of plan it out to the one person to have them speak everything. Another thing is when you speak too soft or too loud in drive-thru. Like, you don't have to yell, I can understand you, or you don't have to whisper because I kind of need to hear. Like, I'll hear gibberish and then I'll just like, I never heard that you didn't want ketchup, I'm sorry. Now you have ketchup on your burger. Another thing is when you pass the first window. Like for us where I work, we only have one window, but like we're talking about this, and like at other places, you know how there's two. When you pass the first one, like the first one is for you to pay. Like, you're not gonna get free food for the most part. Like, they'll tell the person that after, they'll be like, oh, they skipped the window, and so you'll just have to pay at the second window. So that takes a little bit more time because the second window is for them to make your order and to give it to you. So now they're kind of cutting off their time, and it's like you have to go back to the register, put in the money. Another one is when you order more stuff at the window. Once you order everything, everything's ready, but if you're gonna order more stuff at the window, it's gonna take more time, and it's hard for the cashier in the drive-thru. Like the drive-thru cashier, she's like putting yours and still making the person after you and the person after that, so it's a little tough. Another thing is when you drive away without your food and you get mad. I didn't give you your food and you drove away. Like, I don't know how that works. Like, once I get my food, I'm like eating it. Another one is when you drive off without your change or without your card. Like, sometimes I'll charge you, and like the person helping me, she'll give you your food and then you just drive off. Like, wait, I wasn't done. No. Most people come back for their card. Like, some point they'll realize that they left their card or their money, and if they don't, that's just tip money, and the card is just gonna wait there until you come pick it up, or you lost it forever. The next one is some things that kind of suck about when you work with homeless people. Sometimes we have some issues. I have nothing against homeless people, I really don't, but sometimes just try to take advantage of the fact that if something's wrong with your order, they'll replace it. So when someone buys them a meal or something and they try to take advantage of that, and they'll come to you and they'll be like, oh, something's wrong with it. Also comes with the thing of when you eat almost everything and you want a replacement. That kind of goes with homeless people sometimes too. Like, you just ate everything. Like, I usually have the manager talk to them about that because I don't know what to tell them. I don't know if they really want me to replace it or not. Another thing, but that kind of sucks, is when I have to kick a homeless person out. It's hot. Las Vegas is hot, and I understand that it's really hot, but you can't be sitting there sleeping. It doesn't look good for any of us. And so I have to tell you, you have to get out if you're not going to eat anything. I feel bad. I don't want to kick you out. I feel bad. And I have to do it because the manager is telling me to kick you out. Another thing is when homeless people sometimes are really rude. Like, you're either really nice and humble or you're just rude and angry. One time a man, he was trying to order something, and with the tax it's more, and he didn't understand that you can't take off the tax, and he pushed the girl across the counter. Like, he went over the counter and he pushed her. He didn't like step over it, he just kind of went over it. And like my manager saw, and she called him, like she told him, hey, you need to leave because that's like, you're just being disrespectful and rude, and like he didn't even have enough money to pay for anything. And like sometimes I'll give him like a senior discount or something, but that was just rude. Another thing is when they leave a mess. You want a water cup, I'll give you a water cup, and then you drink and you drop it or you spill it or you just go sit down and you just like leave a mess there. Or like one time a woman, she was picking her nails. There was dirt and it was all over the table, and then it was cold. It was during December, and then she left. There was just dirt and it was gross. Why the heck were you picking your nails? Go wash your hands. Another thing is sometimes like it doesn't happen often, but like a few people, they leave a smell. They'll order food or someone will order food for them and they can't eat inside. Like, we don't kick them out if they're eating, but like they leave, you can smell that spot. We don't have air freshener, and we definitely can't just air freshen the lobby because that's kind of weird, but it smells for 20 minutes. And then another one is when they ask for money to like people eating, like the customers eating, like they'll go in the lobby and they'll ask for money. Like, don't do that. People are trying to enjoy their food, and then we get complaints, and then you get kicked out, and everyone's just upset, and I can't let you in. Once you come back in and you've been kicked out before, I can't give you any service. It doesn't matter what it is. Like one time a man, he came in and he was like, can I have a water cup? And my manager was standing right next to me, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I cannot give you a water cup. You know you're not allowed to be in here. But this man, he's like, please, I'm really thirsty, it's really hot outside. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't give you a water cup. And then he's like, oh, well, you'll see, just watch, I'm gonna get you. And then I'm like, I was just threatened. I can't. If you're begging for money in the lobby, I cannot do anything about it because you've been kicked out. He's gonna get me. He's definitely not gonna give me a Happy Meal. Now you gotta watch out, and it's like paranoid. Yeah, so it's bad. It's a little stressful to work in. Thanks for watching. If you guys have anything else, please let me know. Thank you.